You're watching Karadi's Reading Tips. Today, we're going to trip and tumble through a tremendous treasure trove. And we're going to do that while twirling our tongues. When we're done, you'll see why this is a great way to encourage reading. Here we go. Let's begin with a warm-up. Massage your jaws with your human paws. Be nice and say seesaw thrice. Seesaw, seesaw, seesaw. Now this might look silly, but try it with me. Roll your tongues. And our warm-up is done. Now, let's read this sentence once, slowly. Merry are the stories made of feathery fairies. Feathery fairies make fairly merry stories. Now, let's try it at a faster pace. Merry are the stories made of feathery fairies. Feathery fairies make fairly merry stories. Great! Now, let's see how many times we can repeat this line in 10 seconds. Are you ready? Merry are the stories made of feathery fairies. Feathery fairies make fairly merry stories. Merry are the stories made of feathery fairies. Feathery fairies make fairly merry stories. Merry are the stories made of feathery fairies. Feathery fairies make fairly merry stories. Whew. Did you fumble, bungle, or perhaps giggle at any point? This tricky, fun phrase you just read out is a tongue twister. Tongue twisters are a sequence of words put together using assonance, consonants, and alliteration. It is a great tool for language learners to work on their pronunciation and fluency because we're paying attention to the precise sound in each word and enunciating them carefully. This is a critical skill for reading success. The joy of tongue twisters is that the sounds of seemingly ordinary words get the better of us. This allows children to experience the language in a fun and interactive manner and helps build reading confidence. Here's another tongue twister for us to try out. Let's read it slowly. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. Now, let's read it in a faster pace. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. Now, let's see how many times we can repeat this line in 10 seconds. Are you ready? Let the clock start ticking. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jar. She stores tiny silver stars in her shiny silver jars. Woohoo! That was a lot of fun. Now, shall we try a really tricky one? Let's read it slowly. The giggling burglars' burgers were gobbled up by a gang of bumbling goblins. Shall we say it once more, but in a faster pace? The giggling burglars' burgers were gobbled up by a gang of bumbling goblins. Here we go. The giggling burglars' burgers were gobbled up by a gang of bumbling goblins. The giggling burglars' burgers were gobbled up by a gang of bumbling goblins. The giggling burglars' burgers were gobbled up by a gang of bumbling goblins. Woohoo! That was fun, wasn't it? Here are a few more tongue twisters you can teach your child or students. If an elephant could pick any pants, which pants would an elephant pick? The thirsty three thrust the tumbler into the trough. All you have to do is pick a tongue twister suitable for your child's age and reading level. Ask your child to read it out slowly and then try repeating it in a faster pace. You can have a tongue twister challenge and see who sets the record for the greatest number of recitals in 10 seconds. What better way to make your child giggle and enjoy reading with some fun tongue twisters? Hope you do this right away and send us your videos. Do share this series with your family and friends if you're enjoying it. Happy reading to you!